everyone. If you're new here, my name is Marissa. I am a certified personal trainer and registered dietitian, and today I partnered up with my wonderful friend Megan Ann to deliver you some fitness and diet cringe, if you will. Be sure to go check out her channel because she posts a bunch of amazing reaction and commentary videos that her community just absolutely eats up and loves. So today she decided to share with me some videos that she thought were fitness or diet cringe, and my role in this video is to basically say, okay, yes, this is cringy, no, this isn't, this is actually factual. So we kind of navigated through that. You will be able to pick up some great tips on content to avoid on TikTok and YouTube, etc., in this video. So make sure you pay attention because I will be dropping some knowledge bombs. And make sure you stay to the end because I found a video that will absolutely blow your mind. It came up on my Instagram and I was like, oh my gosh, we have to put this in the video and we have to react to it. It's just that good. So I hope you enjoy this video. Without further ado, let's get into it. So my first question for you is, what are you drinking tonight?
Coffee, because I'm a crazy person. It is.
Oh!
Oh God! Was that a jump scare?
That. Okay, well, first of all, cheers to I am having my period pain tea.
Nice.
So,
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, no, this is a macchiato, but I put a little bit of coffee creamer in it because that's what I do. That's just how I flavor things, is with coffee creamer. And there's actually a video in here saying how bad coffee creamer is for you and how you should cut it out of your diet completely. So,
oh my gosh.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
I'm excited to see it. Just for context, for anyone who's watching, it is currently 8:18 p.m. where I am, but it is 6:18 where you are.
Yes.
So it's bad, but not as bad.
It's a little less egregious. Yeah. We're starting off real good.
Okay. What happens when you cut sugar? Let's go.
When you cut sugar out of your diet completely, the thing that happens is you go through an automatic detox called candida diet. These bacteria, fungus, and parasites are dying in your body. Sugar out of your body for 1 week, and you will go through all the withdrawal symptoms.
You're going through withdrawal because of all of those things, not because you're starving your body of carbohydrates?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm learning something new already.
I should throw the caveat in here too for your people who don't know who I am. I'm not educated in any of this whatsoever. Like, I am just like winging it. And so some of this might be completely valid advice or like valid fitness tips or something, and I just don't know. So I just was like, this seems weird, and threw it in the folder. So that's where I'm coming from on this.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, this seems, I don't think parasites are living in my body.
Yeah, in most people, they're not, but it's the new thing to be like, you have parasites if you have brain fog. Like, you have parasites if you get constipated, like just random things that might have nothing to do with it, and they'll say you have parasites. Now, I think he is correct in the sense that those types of things, the candida, the yeast, feed on sugar. They need sugar to survive. So if you're cutting out sugar from your diet, hypothetically speaking, those things will actually die off. But for him to say that those are symptoms, like you'll experience the withdrawal symptoms from that, not accurate.
Okay, cool. Good to know. I have brain fog because I'm chronically ill. I don't have brain fog because I have parasites, so.
But that's what they'll try and tell you, and then those same people will sell you a detox.
I haven't heard the parasite thing. That's a new one.
Oh, it's all over my For You page.
Oh, interesting. I've seen an influx in like gut health stuff That's like the new, I feel like that's the new like skinny tea, is like detox, like heal your gut health kind of stuff. And which is, I mean, gut health is an important thing, but like, wow, they really do be going for that. And I'm like, I did not know my gut was that unhealthy, but sounds good.
Yeah, so like the first part of that, I would say true in a sense, but nobody needs to do that. Like,
yeah,
you do not need to cut out sugar. There's no good reason for anybody to completely eliminate sugar from their diet,
yeah,
because then that's also obviously highly processed foods, sugar, like candies
yeah,
will have a high sugar content, and they're not always the best for your health in large amounts.
yes.
But think about all the healthy things you're taking away by taking away sugar.
Yeah,
Fruits.
yeah.
It's very vague to say, because sugar and carbohydrates, like sugar is a carbohydrate. So I don't know if he's also suggesting that you take out bread or things like that. Well, a lot of bread does contain sugar, so I'm sure that would be out of the picture as well. It's just, nobody needs to do this. Please don't do this. Also, I don't need to see any more of that one.
That's fair. That's fair. He's also like kind of scary looking. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's a little like, his eyes are very.
He's probably cracked out on something else to try and like fill the void of not having sugar.
Not having sugar. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's on it. Anyways, yeah. So this is a Blogilates clip. I know she's a very controversial figure amongst some educated fitness people, and so I wanted to include some of her stuff in here because I think it's interesting. I wanted to do Chloe Ting, but I could not find anything. Like, her TikTok is like wiped, so I don't know. Anyways, okay. Yes.
Oh, right. I have definitely seen this, or some variation.
Yeah, something of this nature. Okay. That's it.
3 exercises.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me what your thoughts were when you saw this video.
So my thoughts from a baby weightlifter, because I still consider myself a baby, is that her arms are like are very defined, and I don't think you can get that from doing this. I think they'd be good, maybe like warm-up exercises for actually lifting weights, but not supplemental for lifting weights. That's kind of my take on that.
Arms without weights, question mark, question mark. So
just arms.
Make any claims in this video. Okay, she said arms without weights, trust me. And then that's her hook. Yeah. So she's not actually saying in this video that this is a replacement, which True. But I think she alludes to the fact, like, it's
she does that in a lot of her content, I found. So yeah,
to like kind of skate away from the like, oh, I'm making false claims about fitness.
Yeah,
she just won't state them.
Yeah,
but Pilates is very beneficial. It can be beneficial for mobility, but it is not a replacement for resistance training, like you said. So I would use something like that as a warm-up. To like, I will do some variation of rotations to prime my shoulders for lifting weights.
Yes.
If you want toned arms, you're going to have to add more resistance, especially over time.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. That's why it's called resistance training. The only resistance you get with this is gravity and the weight of your arms alone. And for some, that's a great starting point, but to get toned arms, even like she has, you're gonna need something else.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that too. Like, I don't think this is like totally not beneficial at all, just from my experiences, because when I started my weight loss journey, I had to start in physical therapy. to like just get everything rocking and rolling, because I hadn't moved my body like that in a really long time, and I was also over 300 pounds. And so I could have seen doing something like that with maybe like 1 or 2 pound weights like attached to it, just to get everything like moving. But I feel like she alludes a lot in her content to like, oh, you want to look like me, do this. And I just don't think that's possible with the things that she says, and that's just my opinion. But yeah.
Oh, totally. Like,
yeah,
the exercises she showed were not inherently bad whatsoever. But taken out of context, it's like, okay, this isn't actually going to do what she may be claiming.
Yeah.
Also, she's very lean because of diet.
Yes.
So she does have the muscle definition, but if she had like 5 extra pounds of fat on her body, you probably wouldn't even notice that she had the muscle definition there.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've been focusing a lot on my diet this month, and I've been like, I think I'm like losing inches because the weight's not really going down, but I'm already seeing the definition coming out in my arms again, which is really nice. And so I was like, I was thinking that too. I'm like, that's like the same thing. Like, she's just lean because she just eats well. Like, that's pretty much like doing this and eating like shitty food all the time is not going to help anything.
All right, I'm ready for the next one.
All right. Oh, this one's funny. This girl's name is Ashley Jordan, and she is a fitness person. I found her through Greg Doucette's like Natty or Not videos, and her profile's just a whole lot of butts. Like, it's just a whole lot of butts. So.
I'm very familiar with her. She is the founder of Navigation, which is an apparel
Is she? I didn't know that.
She is.
I really want to try their clothes, but they don't go up to my size. So, love that.
Oh, no, they started adding more.
Did they? Okay. I kind of gave up after I realized that not everything went up to my size, and I was like, I'd rather support someone that does. But because I'm like a very average size person, and there's no excuse for this. But, yeah. Anyways, okay, here we go. You and your boyfriend should do this. That's it.
What? That was the whole video?
That was
it. Okay, conspiracy.
Yes.
That thumbnail, the first picture, she's in a deep squat, like she hits parallel.
Yeah.
None of those squats in the actual video, she gets close.
I know, I noticed the same thing.
So what the... And obviously you're not going to add weight to that, because what if you drop it? What if you lose balance and drop it on the person underneath you? I mean, granted, like,
become concussed. That's right. Yeah.
It's a funny video. I might try it and recreate it. Maybe I can get deeper in my squat. We'll see.
You could make it a challenge.
Yeah.
The squatting on my boyfriend's back challenge. Make it a thing on TikTok. He's like, what am I getting roped into?
He has a very wide back. Like, there's a lot of surface area. So I feel like it would provide the stability for me to squat on it. While he's in a plank. Like, don't forget, the man was in a plank.
I know.
It's impressive.
It was really impressive.
Oh, by the way, in that Greg Doucette video, what did he say about her?
Honestly, I don't know, because I was just going through that playlist to try and find people to roast. So that was kind of like, all of these are also, I should say, because I know I'd get like flack for this on my channel potentially. All of these are women, and except for the first guy. And I don't want to like, I'm very passionate about false information regarding health and wellness in a female space, because like there's so much like body checking going on and stuff, and like it just harkens back to like pro Anna culture to me, and like it's just a whole thing. And so I was like, I want to do this, but maybe if we do it again, I can like do the muscle meatheads who just like scream in the gym. That was
Yeah.
kind of my plan. So this is her again.
Look at that butt.
I know. I don't know why there's no sound, but
It's okay.
there's so many butts. It's just all butts.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you can't tell me this isn't some like fetish like stuff. Like, you can't.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. So she's saying this targets like your like hips area, which I included this because I have been told by various different people that there's really no way to target that or like shrink it because it's kind of just how your body is built. And so maybe I'm wrong on that. So elaborate.
It's so crazy because I've known who she is for like probably a year now. I have never across any time I go on TikTok and I see all these fitness chicks pop up on my For You page with giant butts.
They all have huge asses. Like it's a lot.
I know. And it makes
Just,
me
like,
insecure.
Yeah. And I have a bit. I'm like pretty well endowed, and I'm still like, damn, that's a butt. That is a butt. Yeah.
What I was gonna say though is I have never seen a butt like hers. It doesn't exist anywhere but on her body, and I want to know. That's why I was curious, like if Greg said that she was natty or not. Like, what does she actually do to get the side butt, the gluteus medius, to look like that? Because maybe she just targets it extra more than anybody else, but her, like, I've never seen a butt that round and have like that big of handles.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. And the like cheeks they look very separated. That might be the leggings though. I know navigation leggings like really give you a wedgie, so like that's so that could be
take though. I don't think they actually give you a wedgie. Every girl who has it up their ass, I'm dead serious. That's a thing.
Yes. I had a pair of leggings like that. I got them from Amazon, and I didn't realize they were that scrunchy in the butt, and that you had to wear them like up your butt.
Yeah.
And I've never felt more exposed at the gym in a pair of black leggings. I was like, this is whack. Like, this is very straight.
Yeah. But in terms of like the actual exercises she showed, there's nothing really special about them. They're not bad. They can be effective for growing your glutes with a well-rounded workout plan, but just doing those exercises isn't gonna magically make you have handles like hers.
Yeah.
Because like even that front picture, it just sticks out.
Yeah. Mine doesn't even do that, and I am like twice her size. So like I don't know what she's doing, but like, damn.
Good for her. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good for her. Yeah, good for her. Get it? Snaps for you.
Probably a freaking multimillionaire by now because her clothes sell out. I would love to be.
And they're $80 a pair. So
Next.
So this is Daisy Keech, and Daisy Keech is known for her butt as well. So it says, if you don't feel your exercises in your glutes, try doing this prior to your workout. And then it says, this will help wake up your booty. Oh. It says this will help wake up your booty and tell your body to use that muscle through your workout.
Okay. I like the song.
So it's her shilling her booty bands also. So that's
I noticed that.
That's some important context, I feel like.
Okay, one thing I appreciated about that video is she didn't make those exercises the whole point of, like, she didn't say that was the workout. She said that was the warm up. And I agree that those exercises can be used to warm up. Band work is excellent for pre-exercise, like to your actual workout routine. This is a concept called activating your muscle. And that's what she meant by like wakes up your booty. That was like a fun, like cheeky way of saying you're activating your muscle and creating that mind muscle connection. You don't necessarily need to do it, but for people that don't feel their exercise where they should be, it can actually be helpful in a sense. What were your thoughts on it when you saw it?
I saw it and I was like, I feel like resistance, like that kind, like band training like that for me personally would tire my muscles out. Like I would be tired by the time I got to my actual, what I wanted to do. And so like, that's why when I'm doing leg day or something, I just do a lot of like warm up stretches and that kind of thing. Because my hips hurt if I don't. But for me, I was like, I don't know if this is necessary or if it is, if it would tire you out before you actually got to your main set of what you were going to do. But yeah, that's why I
mean, yeah, it was quite a lot.
I was like, this feels like a lot. Like, I think I would be tired.
It definitely was. Every time I say but now, it's not beauty, it's beauty. I'm kind of neutral on that video, to be honest. I think it was a very smart way of her to promote her bands.
Yeah.
It works for some people, not necessary for others.
Yeah.
But if you don't necessarily have to do these exercises to activate your glutes, even just conceptualizing to someone, hey, you know, when you have to fart and you have to clench your butt cheeks, that's essentially what you're doing when you're exercising.
Oh my God. Incredible.
Like, even just that. And I also like to use, like, when people have a hard time engaging their core for ab exercises, I say, okay, think that someone's about to punch you in the gut. What are you going to do? You're going to tense up. So just like giving people a visual like that, as crazy as it is, can help.
It's a feeling that people can like relate to, like that they've probably not gotten punched in the gut, but like they know what their body would like instinctively do. And so I feel like that's a good way to do that. I just cough and that's how I like do a little.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so this is Miss Carrie June. She is 4'11" and 135 pounds. She's absolutely jacked. Her physique is freaky, but like natural, I feel like. This is her using a Smith machine. And it's kind of a reply to a comment saying, I have never seen that Smith machine used like that before.
So I actually recently saw a different girl do that same exercise on TikTok, and I recreated the video by like stitching hers.
Oh, okay.
And I tried to do that exercise, and it is so hard.
I bet.
It is so difficult.
It feels unnecessary to me. Like, wouldn't there be a different, more efficient way to get the same results that would give?
100%.
Okay, cool.
Nobody needs to do this exercise to grow their glutes or their hamstrings.
Sweet.
It's, when I did it, it was like nearly impossible to set up. Way too complicated of a setup. The chance of injury is a lot higher in case your foot slips and the stop catch that prevents you from falling is too low, it's still gonna fall back down on your legs. I never feel strains or cramps when I'm working out. I felt cramp in my hamstrings while I was trying this workout, even with no weight on the bar. That might just be me being weak. But I have been training for almost 4 years. 3 years. And I can't even do this.
I just saw it and I was like, my lower back hurts just looking at that. Like, just from doing like one rep wrong, I can just see my lower back just being like, nope, we're done. Like, we're out for a little bit.
Yeah. If you're doing hip thrusts, glute bridges, cable kickbacks, frog pumps, weighted donkey kicks, just to name a few, do those instead. Yeah, to put it into perspective, I'm 5'6" and 130 pounds.
She's obviously like flexing in this photo because it's like a professionally done picture, but
good Lord Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
That's what 135 pounds gets you?
I think
I
so.
wish 135 pounds looked like that on me.
I think that's what she weighs. I mean,
This is why I am jealous of shorter women.
Yeah.
Because
that's fair.
Like, if I was 5 feet tall, it would be game over. I would be stacked.
I'm 5'7", almost 5'8", so yeah. I'm just vibing. Like, I don't really care. But
I love how this is a perfect example of muscles do not make you necessarily look masculine.
Yeah, I know.
She looks very feminine.
Yeah, I know. And she wear, like, on her Instagram feed and stuff, she's always in like really pretty dresses and everything. And I'm like, you look super feminine still. And it's very impressive. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's super encouraging. Okay, so this one is kind of different. It's not about the workouts in it. Jeanette D. Fit, I think is how you pronounce this. But to me, it just seems like very productivity culture, like kind of like I'm better than you because I can go to the gym. Yeah, anyways. It's like good for you. I don't know. I was just kind of like, oh, like we don't need. I've gone to the gym at 4:45 in the morning and it is not a pleasant experience. I'm not happy to be there. Like, I am just getting it over with for the day.
It's not really realistic or sustainable for most people to get up even like 5:30. Yeah. That is for a select few people in the world. And that was like a little like, I totally get the vibe because I got the same thing when I watched that. Yeah. There are totally more reasonable tips you can give someone to fit in time or move things around to be able to get in that time than, just go before your kids wake up, go before you start work. And it's not always feasible, especially for mothers.
Yeah. Or like, I'm not a mom, but I have a chronic illness that makes me really tired all the time. And waking up that early in the morning is extremely hard for me. Like, I have to be like cracked out on some kind of pre-workout in order to go to the gym that early. And in that instance, I'm buzzing and I don't like it. So it's, I was just like, that's kind of icky. Also, I have a conspiracy that not all those were filmed at 4:45 in the morning, because if you'll notice in the video, and somebody commented this too, so I was happy that I was not alone in this thinking. If you notice when she's like in the private room but everybody's in the back, somebody was like, that is a packed gym for 4:45. And that was what I thought too.
Totally.
But yeah.
And take it from someone who had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning for 2.5 months, which really isn't that long. Yeah. But it is for someone who likes sleep. I had to do that. And your body does not adjust to those hours. No. I could say like, okay, if I get up, but I have been waking up earlier ever since the daylight savings thing happened. Yeah. to try and grasp more daylight time.
Yeah,
So
that's literally been ruining my life. So I feel that.
Horrible.
Sorry.
So I have been able to adjust better to like 6:37.
Yeah.
I can reasonably say maybe like I could adjust to 6 a.m. But anything earlier than that, my body is fighting me.
Yeah. Yeah. And so like, and I have to go to the gym, like when I go, I have to go in the evening times because that's just how my energy levels work, I guess. And that like, I need my time to like roll out of bed at like 7 in the morning and or like 8 even, because I start work at 8:30 and then work and just go after work. So that's like, plus for me, it's kind of a decompressing thing. So yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was like kind of shamey and like just not something we need in the fitness space. If somebody's just like a casual viewer who knows that they should like start being more active, it's like, I don't know, just put an icky taste in my mouth. So that's why I want to put it in. Okay, so this one's from someone named Steph Heinz, which I had never heard of this person before. I have two. This is the first video. I have another one from her that's diet related after this one. So,
work of art. This is bullshit. This is a work of art. This is bullshit.
I saw this.
You did?
Of art.
Yeah, I'd never seen her before. So that's it.
I had never seen her before either. This popped up on my For You page.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw this, I swiped away.
Yeah.
I didn't finish the video.
Yeah. I suffered through it. I committed for the bit. I didn't really want to, but I did.
Okay. One truth. If she was doing side bends weighted, like holding plates at her sides and doing that for reps, yes, that will widen your waist. But doing this will not. No matter how many you do, it's probably not going to happen.
That's so funny.
Because it does, like, the resistance, like if you're actually lifting weights doing that, it will build up your obliques in a way that it comes out more.
That makes sense.
But saying like snatch your waist, there's really not any exercises that will do that, with the exception of stomach vacuums. Those have been shown to decrease inches.
What is a stomach vacuum?
So you have to, it's an exercise for your transverse abdominis, which is the deepest layer of your abdominals. It's closest to your organs.
Yeah.
And you have to essentially pull in the transverse abdominis and hold it. So you literally like, you suck in your stomach. That's all it is. You're sucking in your stomach.
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, as much as
I can
possible.
feel it. Yeah.
Yep, and just doing that for reps. That's the only one that's effective to like actually decrease inches, but most of that comes down to diet after the fact.
That's and like I've noticed, and I put this in here too because I was like, I hate the term snatch your waist. Like I just it grinds my gears because like for me, my waist has looked the most snatched when I train upper body and lower body consistently. So those get built out and then my waist is just there. That's what I've noticed and I've had the most success with. Also, she said crunches are a waste of time and she did a sit-up. So I was like, what?
Yeah, she did.
And like I even know that's not a crunch, ma'am. Like I know that's not a crunch. So I just thought that was funny.
So there are more effective ab exercises than a crunch to strengthen your abs. They're a great beginner exercise. It's a great building block, a stepping stone to things more advanced, and that will give you better results. But I will never say that they're a waste of time. Yeah,
I like crunches. For me, I feel like I do enough compound lifts where my core is engaged that I feel like it's kind of just, it's enough for me. And so, but like if I will do like crunches or that kind of thing just to throw it in there really.
I do crunches.
They never really feel like a waste of time, you know?
No exercise is a waste of time unless you're overtraining.
Yep.
So yeah, I didn't like that because most of the exercises she did, no weights. So saying like it's just not realistic. It's similar to the Pilates thing, saying that these things are either going to give you crazy results or they're a complete waste of time. It's very polarizing, and it's not productive it's not like valuable to the fitness community. It's not going to move things forward for people who watch it.
Yeah, that was my thought as well. So this is her again.
Oh, great. Yeah.
This is diet advice. Let's go.
God, that was so fast.
It's so fast. So it is corn. Corn Kid is quaking right now. Sunflower oil and coffee creamer. So
does Coffee Mate have trans fats?
I don't know. I have it in my fridge. I can tell you. Here, hold on. Let me go get it. Coffee Mate has 1.5 grams of total fat in a 1 tablespoon serving and 0 grams of trans fat. So I came with the receipts.
Oh my goodness. Well, does it have, so it has vegetable oil, right?
Yes.
But what kind?
It says vegetable oil, high, in parentheses, high oleic. It says soybean and canola.
It doesn't say hydrogenated.
High oleic?
That's not hydrogenated.
Sweet. And then, yeah, nothing about hydrogenated anything.
Then it's BS.
Yeah. So it says water, sugar, vegetable oil, less than 2% of micellar casein, natural and artificial flavors. And it's not like you're drinking like a full cup of this either every day. I put like maybe 2 tablespoons in my cups of coffee with this,
So I guess we will start. This is a more like, this is why the nutrition ones are usually, there's more to talk about because they throw so much BS into 10 seconds.
Like this was what, like 19 seconds.
But most of it was her body
body checking. So yeah.
Like, okay, thanks.
Yeah. Glad you were blessed genetically. I don't know. Like.
So corn is a GMO crop. Some people have sensitivities. Yeah. Some people don't. I personally cannot eat canned corn because it is high. I believe that's one of the high fructose containing vegetables that just screw with my stomach.
Sure.
But it's not the same for everyone.
I can eat corn. So
I think corn on the cob is great. It's delicious. Corn. Nice. I'm like, this would break the corn kid's heart.
It has the juice.
It does. Mm-hmm. It's so important. Yeah. It's essential to life. So I think that's kind of BS. I do understand that it is a GMO crop, but that doesn't really mean that it's going to destroy your gut health. Mm-hmm. Then the number 2 was freaking seed oils. The amount of times I see an influencer tell you that seed oils are inflammatory, I would literally be able to buy a mansion at this point. Yeah. About $1 for each time.
Yeah.
So this is such like a long-winded topic, but to put it in as like short and concise as I can, seed oils, there's omega-3s and omega-6s that make up the unsaturated fatty acids. Omega-6s, which are found in those types of oils, are pro-inflammatory. So in the body, they do produce or aid in inflammation. And then omega-3s are anti-inflammatory. The reason why people say that omega-6s cause disease and are like these inflammatory foods is because in the Western population, our diet overconsumes omega-6 containing foods and underconsumes omega-3s. So we are creating an unbalance. if you eat a balanced diet with a good amount of omega-3s and a good amount of omega-6s, they're not causing inflammation. So to say that by themselves, they're going to cause inflammation in the body is false. In excess amounts, they will. And that is the problem with, because they're usually in processed foods, and a lot of people don't know, like they'll cook with vegetable oil instead of avocado or olive oil, which is higher in omega-3s. So just like changing the context, understanding it, there's no reason anybody should fear them or remove them.
Just like everything on the internet, it's a nuanced conversation, and nobody has nuance anymore. So, zing. Anyways.
The last one, coffee creamer. Nobody drinks a bottle of it. You use a very small amount. Granted, I would prefer milk or something like a plant-based milk, but for those of you that like the taste of creamer and it's a like you need it in your coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I don't get the hype. That's just because I don't like
Joke's
coffee.
on you. I put milk and creamer in my coffee, Marissa. But I do that, so I put less creamer in it. Like that's like I put like maybe 2 tablespoons in each cup of coffee, but I substitute the rest just with milk. So that was sir.
Yeah.
What are we doing? But anyway.
Always needing attention. So yeah, having coffee creamer is not going to make or break your diet or make or break your gut health. This whole thing was just a load of malarkey, and I am not here for it.
I just think it was an excuse for her to body check on the internet. That was my theory, which is sad. I don't like when people do that, but I also feel sad for them that they feel like they need to do it for like some kind of validation, and it makes me kind of sad for them.
And
I don't know.
It makes people watch.
Yes, and she's like objectively a very like an attractive person, so like it makes people come back for more. And so this is more Blogilates because she fascinates me for some reason. That's literally it.
I was ready. I was locked in. I'm like, give me some exercises. And she does 4 reps of the hip dips.
I was watching the dog, so
no.
That's it. Yep.
No.
First
of all, saying hourglass waist doesn't make sense because the term is like hourglass body, because what it would be an hourglass waist.
Yeah.
Like I'm just envisioning like on your waist.
Like you have like one like where like at the top and then it goes loop, and then you have your butt, and then so you have like a little
No, this is not going to give you an hourglass body. What will do so much more for that shape, if that's something you're going for, it's that I guess it's in right now. Probably won't be in 10 years. But
it's a body trend.
Yes, it is a body trend. It's attainable for some. I can speak from personal experience because I looked like this before I started weight training. I grew my glutes, my lower body, and I grew my back, just like you were saying before.
Yep.
It gives the illusion of that like, but
yep.
I'm not doing anything to actively try and trim my waist. Granted, I am speaking from a place of I've been very skinny my whole life, so that's never been an area where I have like hyper focused on. I've hyper focused on having bow-legged legs.
I mean,
like random things like
I
that.
was very big, and and even when I was losing weight, I never really focused on my waist. Like that was just never something I cared about. And when I started lifting, I cared about it even less because I was more focused on, I liked the fact that my shoulders were getting more defined, and I liked the fact that like my quads I could kind of see, and like that kind of stuff. Like that was more important to me. So I feel like some people focus on their waist, but I would maybe hazard a guess that it's not as focused on as a lot of people think. And also it's just been ingrained in our head, like forever by like media that everybody needs just like a super tiny waist when some people's bone structures don't even support that. So like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like wider.
I am a very wide boned person. Like that's just how I am. Everybody in my family is. And so like I don't think no matter how much weight I continue losing, I'll ever have a super tiny waist. Like I just don't think so. I could be wrong, but I've never been like really thin, so I don't know. But I just find that whole concept really interesting because a lot of it, to me at least, from my knowledge, relies on what your body type just is, like what your bone structure is. Yeah.
And people forget that they're like having a small, medium, and large frame is a thing, and it plays into, you know, someone's ideal body weight, like BMI, all of those things. I know when I was studying to become a dietitian, like that is, you have to include frame size in basic anthropometrics to understand how many calories somebody needs and all of those things. So it is definitely unrealistic to say like, this is how you get a snatched waist, this is how you get an hourglass waist. Some people's genetics and literally their skeletal structure do not account for that. And it's fine. It shouldn't be like something that should make someone insecure. But unfortunately with this society, it's like, oh my God, hourglass, skinniest waist possible is the only ideal. And it's a load of crap.
It is. Yeah. Like I've had trainers tell me that who have like done my measurements and all that kind of stuff for training with them, like that I just have like a wider body structure. And so that like just certain like physical attributes just won't be possible because like, and that's just how it is like that. I just want to be strong. That's all I care about. So yeah. Okay, so this is the last Blogilates clip, and then we have your zinger of a finale. So this one she specifically says is a thigh sculpting routine. So that's the context.
Okay.
I do like that she shows her stretch marks here. I did notice that and I was like, cool. We need more of that. We need less airbrushing of photos. Anyways. That's it.
Okay.
That's her thigh sculpting routine.
It's just incredible, like if you think in terms of how many years it would take for you to gain that muscle definition from doing these exercises. I can tell you from, again, personal experience, I did ballet my entire life until I was 18.
She did too. So yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she did. So
I think so. Yeah. And all of the things we did in there didn't require weights. The only muscle that I had that I feel like I walked away with after doing ballet my entire life were quads, but not from those exercises, from doing Dave LePace, those leg extensions over and over, like every single week over the course of years. And then once I start lifting weights and really putting resistance on my legs just blow up so much faster. So if you want to take the slow route, this is the way to do it.
Yeah. To me, this looks more like what I do to like before I start lifting weights, like especially like the side kicks and stuff like that, and like opening up my hips and stuff like that. That looks like more what I do beforehand, not as the workout.
And the way that she was kicking out would actually hurt my hips.
Yeah.
She's not turning out her hips or opening them. She's just kind of crunching them to the side. It looked very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's not proper technique for anything, really. It's not proper technique in ballet, not in any form of weightlifting or mobility warm-ups. That's just not something you do.
Yeah.
So,
like useful sort of, but not in the context that she presented it in, I feel like.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so here's our grand finale, our absolute zinger.
You have it pulled up?
Yeah. All right, here we go. There's no sound. Hell yeah. Yes.
I cannot.
20,000 squats, the dream. Actually, no, I would never want to do 20,000 squats. People don't believe it's natural. Again, she has the scrunchy booty situations. But yeah.
Accentuates the behind. This is crazy.
Like
it's so jiggly.
Sorry.
I really want to buy this.
You should. But the question is would you even get it? Like it gives those vibes. Like would you actually get it?
Yeah, I would love to get my hands on one of these and see what it actually feels like. And if it actually does that to your butt.
I know.
I'm very skeptical.
I feel like it would be such a strange sensation. Like I would just be like, this is a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope to God everybody who sees this knows it's BS.
Yeah, but it reminds me of I think they still try and sell them now, but I remember seeing infomercials for these things for your abs back in the day where like you'd put them on your abs and it just vibrates essentially, and it's like it does 100,000 sit-ups or whatever, but you can just sit there. And it reminded me a lot of that, but for your butt.
You saw infomercials of that?
Yes.
I saw literally Noah Beck make ads for it.
Okay, so they still exist. I have not seen them.
Yeah. They're in 2020, particularly. It was all over TikTok.
That makes sense because everybody was sitting around. I do remember seeing them in that time. Yep. Now that you said that. Yeah, I was like, those things. And I remember specifically thinking like, those still exist? Like, okay. All right. Cool.
I feel like that whole ad was just like made for men.
Oh, absolutely.
Not necessarily like their target audience.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it was like butts shaking in your face. That's it.
With the booty scrunch to make them look even more so definitely the models that they used work out like regular people and just grew their glutes through regular resistance training and then just slap that on and say, oh my gosh, I did this. Because that did not look like a BBL booty.
No, that looked just like a
normal,
a good like normal butt.
Owned.
Yeah, like a yoga butt.
Yeah,
that like does some squats sometimes. That's like what I saw. 20,000 squats apparently. So
if you did 20,000 squats,
you would not be able to move. Yeah, you would die. I think you would surely perish if you did 20,000 squats.
And that is so absurd because saying that is just them saying, oh, you are overtraining. So that's not a good ad.
No, because it doesn't work in either case. It's like you're either overtraining or just wearing a thing that shakes your butt. So, yep.
Very well said.
Yes. They should put me on the ad. You're either overtraining or you're just shaking your booty. That's it.
So one or the other, no in between. Your butt's either gonna fall off doing hypothetically 20,000 squats, or you're just gonna be twerking with no effort.
Yes.
Which honestly,
that's kind of the goal. That would be great. So I would do it for that reason. Yeah. Just wear it to the club underneath like your dress and just turn it on every once in a while. People will be like,
that's the move. I'm gonna pull up in my next hip hop performance and I'm gonna be wearing that. So like when I do, because twerking is so much effort, I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that'll just do it for me.
Yeah. There you go. You can hide it very easily, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just like if it's like remote controlled or something, just like keep it somewhere. Just turn it on.
It reminds me of something else though. I'm not even gonna ever talk about on my channel.
Yes. Yes. I do talk about that on my channel every once in a while from sponsors, and so like, yep.
I know you know what I know, and I know what you know, but this is not.
That's why I was like, it would be a very interesting sensation. Very interesting. But yeah,
just for your butt.
That's all I got.
Well, a perfect way to end the video.
Yes.
Can you provide your everything?
Yes. So my channel is Megan Ann, MEGANANNE. That's that, and my Instagram is Hey Look It's Megan, and I think everything else is Hey Look It's Megan as well. So, or some variation of it. So if you want to find me, just try Hey Look It's Megan, and you probably will find me. So, yep. Yes.
Awesome. If you want to see a part 2, stick around because
this was fun.
Bringing part 2 over to Megan's channel, and it's going
Yeah.
to be amazing. So.
Yes.